Hello and welcome to the Carrot review. It's the tier 9 heavy coal French cruiser. It's remarked as a not very good ship, but with my secondary build, you know, I can cheese up some good plays with it. I think it's better than most people say it is. Everyone thinks it's like the worst cruiser in the game, but it's pretty tanky, pretty reliable. But before we get into all of that, we'll talk about the consumables. Defensive AA or Hydro, do whatever you want. I go for defensive AA. Just hate, I don't want no FDRs going after me, and I would always go for the engine boost. Some people go spotter plane for the range, but the guns are really bad at range. Pretty good at medium range, but like at range, they're pretty bad. So I would always recommend getting the speed boost. Because it's just so much more nimble. Like you can step around, get behind these islands, like what we're trying to do now. We spawned on the left side of the map, and we just want to hug an island and shoot with our nose forward. It's not because we're like a Stalingrad or Moskva. Well, I think we have the same nose arm. I think they have 27, maybe 30. We have 25, but what you need to remember is this ship has a 4 mount turret and a 3 mount turret in the front. So you want to, most of your guns are in the front, so there's no point really showing the broadside. And the side profile of the ship is horrendous. You can see it, look at the side profile of that ship. So much angles they can shoot. But moving on to the battle, we caught the destroyer lacking. Well, my DDs really did. And I've sort of decided to just hug this island, take shots at whoever's taking our left flank, and sort of just shimmying them away. Because we don't really care if we're kiting or we're the attacking side, but if we just sit on this island, 70,000 HP, no one can really push you, especially when the DD YOLO's in like that. But after a while, we wander forward with our engine boost, which is quite amazing. Look, the shells over the top, because you're such a big, heavy cruiser. People don't expect you to be able to reach 40 knots, which is what this ship can reach. The rudder shift is alright, as we're going to see, because I really want to go left. I don't want to go in the middle of the map, because I don't want to get shot by everyone. The rudder shift's fairly fine. The turning circle's pretty nice. I'm not sure if that's just because we've got the engine booster. I'm pretty sure it isn't. But 41 knots, I think, is our maximum speed with the flag and the engine boost, because it's a French engine boost. And look, nobody's expecting it. You can sort of just, but you don't want to sail in a straight line. You want to always move between islands. You always want to speed up, slow down. Got pretty good detectability, as you can see, 12 kilometers, pretty good. So where now they got no DD, I can just move up to what position I get in pretty freely without anyone really bothering me. I did shoot here because I thought I'd go dark, but when I go around this island, but we get spotted by the plane by accident. So now we stay lit for a few seconds longer. And I wasn't expecting this, but the Colombo starts turning towards us. Which, if you look at the minimap, pretty much our entire team's sitting here and the rest of his mates on retreat. So he just parked, full reverse. Did he respect our reverse? We hit him for a good 11k there. And he hits us for 7k back, that's not too bad. But we want to go dark, so we want to get an island between us. Go dark real quickly. There's a few battleships here, and we're leading the charge because all my team's hanging back a bit, which is fine. You have to just read what your team's doing. And we decide to pop forward to get a shot off of him, but he smokes up. So that's actually not too bad for us, because now he's not going to spot us anymore when this bloom goes away. So just skip forward a little bit here, and I'm going to tell. Always tell. Don't like demand. You know, like, help me, like spam F5, but be like, just hit F5, help me, I'm moving forward. Just tell him you're moving forward, basically. So I tell him, and I think I tell the BB behind me he was on full health, which I don't mind tanking, because this ship's pretty tanky. And he acknowledges we're moving forward, and we catch the Colombo coming out of his smoke like we wanted to. Didn't want him to get away and heal. And it's when we open up a secondary. So notice the go first is not aiming at us, so we can move. We can show a bit more side, It looks like he's going to start turning his guns towards us. So we start hard right. Yeah, he's turning our guns to us. And in us turning for him, we've turned for this Colombo by accident. So he's missed. Start the fire with the secondaries. And he's insto DCP'd it. So we changed to HE.
Engine boost activated.
We show as minimal profile as possible to the girl first. That's how we're literally only getting hit for like 2k. Kind of get lucky, to be fair. But the side profile of this ship is horrendous. But because we've got a secondary build, you know, we get shots like this. Where look at the disgusting dispersion. Look, that's why I don't recommend people go spot planes and stuff. Because I know I ain't got the 7% dispersion from the equipment, but like even if I did have it on, shooting someone at 20 kilometers with a spot plane is just not viable on the ship. And we get slapped by the Colombo because we were showing a little bit too much side. Not because he hit Citadel or anything, it's just because he's just the side profile's massive. He hits full pens, but he's gone down. And then we're thinking about
I owe you one.
Moving forward. This is looking like it's looking pretty even on the top, but it's really a clean wipe. All flanks on our side of it. And we move forward and completely misses them shots because he doesn't expect our giant heavy cruiser with 12-kilometer range secondaries to be able to move forward that quickly. So that's why I'd always recommend the engine booster. A lot of people go spot plane on this ship. You don't play this like a heavy cruiser. You troll with it. You build secondaries. You move forward. You move back. You just skimmy like that and only take 1k damage from a full salvo. And you just play it slowly, really. You don't want to get closer than 8 kilometers or so because you ain't got no torps and you ain't got big enough guns to sort of hurt BBs like Citadel them. So you want to sit in that sweet spot of secondary range. I'm already at 1 million tank damage and I've only used 1 hill. But while we're quickly destroying their team, I can go over the commander skills. So I would go the secondary commander skill on the third tree to get that 20% longer range. You want the concealment so you can sneak around. Definitely want adrenaline rush. You want the turret traverse. The controversial one is the fire starter. I've got it just for the secondaries, obviously. I wouldn't go for that thing in the bottom left with the secondaries, 10-second cooldown and main guns. I prefer to go for the more speed and shorter dispersion just in case we're outnumbered. Not too bad. The reload's quite long, to be honest. It's longer than Petro, longer than Alaska. So 20, like when you build into it, it's like 22, 21 seconds. But he goes down towards forward trumped, whatever you want to call that shit. And we move forward onto the go first. Which you can see, you hit good pens here. 5 pens, but it's only 7k. Sometimes I don't really understand that pen stuff. You know, 4 pens is 11k, 5 pens is 7k. So, and you get a lot more of that with this ship, so that's why I didn't build into guns. We catch a zoomer, which would be great if we had the 7% less dispersion, but he slows down just as we shoot. Which, this is the point here where you definitely don't want a secondary build, you want the guns built in, but this is a scenario you're not going to find yourself in the Carriger. This is just already a stomp at the moment, but we get a good shot off in him here. Close dispersion for not building into the guns. And we hit him for 2 pens, 10k. 1 Citadel. That, to be fair, that would have been like 3 Citadels close to killing him if we had a gun build. But this is just a little scenario that you don't really find yourself in the Carriger. That's what all your salvos would be like if you built into guns, probably. And we finish him off. If he had more health, we would have hit like 4 Citadels there. The first game was just all about pacing slowly, chilling, but the second game is more about positioning yourself in the middle of the map, trying to catch broadsides of cruisers, such as this Pan-Asian cruiser we call. Luckily, hitting him for 26k, just over the island, in between 2 little buildings. Well, it wasn't lucky, we put ourselves in that position. We spawned in the middle, as we see here, and I'm thinking already I'm gonna just sit in the middle, see if I can catch any crossfires for like the first 5 minutes of the game. But we've got some planes coming here, we've got decent AA, decent. I wouldn't build into them, but you got defensive fire AA, which I would recommend. Some people got hydro, but like I said, I never really try and find myself in situations where I'm closer than 8 kilometers. So I would prefer defensive AA. I wanted to position my ship in the middle on this flag so I can catch people with cruisers. Try and shoot this guy. They waffle miss. But if because you don't know what flank we could lose, we could win. We could lose the left flank. We could lose the right flank. So and I spawned in the middle. So we try and catch people here. Moving out. I'm not sure what this was. I think this was a German cruiser. Oh no, it's a French cruiser. I think we just missed these shots. Maybe if we had a gun build, would have hit a good shot. Yeah, and this is why I wouldn't build into guns on this ship. It's not because it's just not as good as other heavy cruisers at tier 9 at ranges from 15 to 20 kilometers. And you know, bit of fun rocking a secondary build, and the secondaries are decent. My last video was the gear. It has a secondary build that you could rock on it, but I really wouldn't recommend it because it's only got, I think the gear's only got 4 dual mounted secondaries aside. This one here has like 8, and their reload is shorter. Obviously they're not German pen, but you can set a load of fires with these secondaries. They're about 4-second reload as well. So we're just, you know, taking fire, reversing forward. We're sort of getting in that little weird spot where people can lob us, but we can't really lob them. So I decided to move forward, and this is when I first see the song. Hard behind this island, and I'm like, this has got to be the money shot. But he just angles. Just before we can get some shots off from him. So we're like gonna hang around this middle area, make sure none of their team pushes forward. You want to stay a bit away from the island. You don't want to get right up close to it because we want to shoot over the island like this. This enemy Carrot. This, I'm pretty sure that's a Carrot we're shooting. Decent pens. That's why you never show your side profile as a Carrot. It's just so easy to hit you big time.
Concentrate fire.
We hit him for 15k, but he only lost a quarter of his health because you do get 70k health. You see him again. Take another shot. We're leading a bit more because his engine boost is on.
Target penetrated.
We're hitting for 20k, but it's only a third of his health, quarter of his health.
Main turret critically damaged.
And this is when we see the song sneaking out like a little rat, just peppering my superstructure. And I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna shoot him, And then I'm like, you know what?
The ship is on fire.
I can't be taking this guy's fire all game long, peppering me over these hills. So I see the smallest gap. Take a shot with my front, try and get the rears on. I just got lucky that time. A lot better than the previous time. 3 citadels, 26,000 damage. It's a lot better. And then we come under fire from this BBs. I think this is a Frederick. Secondaries, which look, you can see how many shells we had in the air from our secondaries. Catch them on fire. But we don't want to stay in secondary exchange range because he's a BP. He's got the commander skills where his secondaries are going to get better, mine ain't. His dispersion of his secondaries. So we don't mind little trades like that, but we don't want to be trading with him. So we move forward a bit, catch this guy's side, off his broadside. Take some shots, stop because we don't want to get shot from the right. And we just clip him. Clip the back of him before he gets behind the island. And we're just going to anchor in here. In the middle of the map. We notice this guy's crawling forward a bit. But this is another reason why I don't go to gun build. If someone's angled, because the HE is horrendous on this ship. If someone's angled, you can't really do anything. Hit him for like what? I think that was like 2k. And we can't really do it. But if we got secondaries, then they can start firing him. He starts firing him. He doesn't put it out. We do 15k burn. If he puts it out, we swap to HE. So I would recommend a secondary build there. But we're thinking, oh, I can wait for this guy to come around the corner, but I'm not. I'm just going to go full speed forward. Engine boost is coming up. So I'm not waiting for that hood. I'm just going to try and rotate my guns right. And we're not spotted, so they're not going to know we're coming. And I want to just quickly sneak out, get a pop shot on someone. And I notice the CV's on half HP. And he looks like he's going pretty slowly. It don't look like he's going to be decently fast. I'd shoot him there. Waterline. I'm like, this should be sweet. This should just be in the bag. But he looks like he's sped up, and because we ain't got the gun build on, that 7% dispersion, the shells go all over the place, and then everyone starts shooting us, which is what we didn't want. That's why I was hanging around.
Ship is on fire.
Take some fires, put them out. We want to get close to the silence so this
Problem solved, sir.
Frederick's secondary stops shooting us. We get 3 overpens, super unlucky. Get close to the island so the secondary stop hitting us. Can't realise I can't shoot him. Notice this Carragher's here, and he's got a full board.
On full alert.
So at this moment I'm thinking, shit, I'm dead. But he's looking at us, he's going to get us here, but he's just outside of our range. And if he's just outside of our range, that means I'm just outside of his, because he's a Carragher. So he doesn't take any shots at us, but he's turning around. So I've got a few seconds now to move back, move forward, and get back behind this island. And I've got dart now because he went out of our range. To take a shot because I knew I could angle by the time he could shoot back. And in the end, I don't think he doesn't even bother to shoot us. Yeah, we missed, and he decided to shoot someone else. So I'm just going to slow down, see if I can get some more shots off of him. But this is, you know, the range we don't really like, especially with no dispersion build. Them shells don't look too bad, but I'm bad at aiming. To be fair, I'm actually bad at aiming, so shoot again. But we're gonna just focus forward because this guy's shooting us.
Ship is on fire.
And we're gonna let this burn. You don't want to put fires out too quickly. Don't get worried. Look, it might look like 2 HP, but we've still got 20k left. Because this ship's got a good 70k HP with the flag. I wouldn't go Superintendent, I think it's called, the thing that gives you a bit more HP. I think you should just go for consumables, just get another heal. And I don't want to die, so, and I've just used DCP, so I'm going to hang around, see what our John Bard's going to do. See if I can get some shots over the side. Luckily they can go over. We've got spotted, but our John Bard's pushing forward. We've got a little frame freeze there, but it's what it is. John Bard's charging, so I'm like, yeah, got him. Last ship.
Engine boost deactivated.
And our secondaries will open up, but they're not going to do much other than set some fires. He shoots HE at us, which I'm like, what? We get a high caliber. We hit a load of overpens because we hit the superstructure, and he beaches. We set some fires with our secondaries. You're gonna beach. Look at him, he's getting peppered everywhere, so he's sort of got distracted. And now we're like, I don't want to get overpinned, so I'm gonna hit the rear of his ship this time. And we would have got more pens, but we took him out anyway. And I think I had some boost on, so this income's obviously skewed. But you are tier 9 premium, so you do get credit bonuses, especially when fighting against tier 10s. You get a decent amount of income. For the tier list, I reckon the Carragher random battles, B tier. B tier for randoms, B tier for ranked. If you're doing a secondary build, I'll put it in A. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe below.